Hello students, in this video we are going to study about plant kingdom. What are plants? Plants are eukaryotic, unicellular, and they contain cell wall and chlorophyll. All those organisms that possess these characteristics are grouped under kingdom Plantae or plant kingdom. As we know that earlier in two kingdom classification given by Carolus Linnaeus, Monera, Protista were also and fungi were also having cell walls. So they were grouped together with plants. But after the five kingdom classification given by R.H. Whitaker, they were excluded from the kingdom Plantae. And then kingdom Plantae consists of algae, bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperms and angiosperms. In the previous classification by Carolus Linnaeus, only morphological characters such as habit, color, number and shape of leaves were the basis for the classification. So the classification was done on the basis of external morphological vegetative or the androecium structure, which was done by Carolus Linnaeus in his two kingdom classification. Whereas there was another classification, that is natural classification system, wherein the scientists George Bentham and Joseph Dalton Hooker considered not only the external features but also he considered the internal features such as ultrastructure, anatomy, embryology and phytochemistry. He has done and seen these internal features in flowering plants. Besides the natural and artificial classification system for plants, at present the phylogenetic classification system has been adopted. In this, the evolutionary relationships between the various organisms are done and are widely accepted. In phylogenetic classification, we assume that organisms belonging to the same taxa have the common ancestors. So, we use phylogenetic classification systems for understanding the organisms or the plants present in the Plantae kingdom, which was the main basis for the R.H. Whitaker five kingdom classification. If the phylogenetic or the fossils evidences are not present, if the fossil evidences are not present for the classification of plants, then we move to numerical taxonomy, cytotaxonomy and chemotaxonomy to classify and to understand the characteristics of plants. So what happens in numerical taxonomy? Numerical taxonomy is easily carried out using computers, and it is done or based on all the observable characteristics, where we assign the numbers and codes to all the characters and the data are then processed. Whereas in cytotaxonomy, it is based on the cytological characters or the informations of the plant. For example, chromosome number, chromosome structure and behavior. In case of chemotaxonomy, here we use certain chemical constituents of the plants to resolve if there is any confusions with the characteristics, and we use this and these chemicals or the chemical constituents of the plants then are used by taxonomists to place the plant or to classify the plant in a group in which they are belonging. Now coming to classification of plant kingdoms. Plant kingdom or kingdom plantae has been divided into two parts or two types. In one, it has been divided as cryptogame and another is phanerogame. What is cryptogame? Cryptogame are the plants which bear seeds, whereas the plants without seeds. These are without seeds. And phanerogame are the plants with seeds. Under cryptogame we classify Thallophyta, Bryophyta and Pteridophyta, whereas under phanerogame gymnosperms and angiosperms are being classified. Coming to the first group in plant kingdom, that is algae. Algae are the simplest plants that possess undifferentiated or thallus-like forms. Undifferentiated means the plants are not differentiated into root system, shoot system, or they do not possess stem or root differentiately. They contain single-celled reproductive organ called gametangia. Algae are the chlorophyll-bearing thalloid structures and autotrophic in nature. That means they can make their own food using chlorophyll as a means of food production. Now comes to the habitat. They are largely present in both marine and fresh water. They may even present in moist stones, soils and wood. Some algae are also found in association with fungi, like in case of lichen, and they may also live along with animals, for example in case of sloth bear. Now the plant size. They are highly variable in nature. They may range from unicellular to the massive plant body. Unicellular, for example in case of Chlamydomonas. They may be colonial in case of volvox. They may range to filamentous, that is Ulothrix or Spirogyra, and they may also be found in massive plant body structure, for example in case of kelps. Another characteristic in algae is reproduction. Algae reproduce by three means: vegetative, asexual and sexual means. In vegetative reproduction, it is done by fragmentation, where in fragmentation each fragment develops into a thallus. In asexual reproduction, the reproduction occurs by the production of different types of spores, that is spore formation or sporulation. The prominent one is zoospore. They are the common form of spores that are produced in algae. These are the flagellated or motile spores which on germination give rise to new plants. In case of sexual reproduction, the reproduction takes place by the fusion of gametes. These gametes can be of various size and they are flagellated in nature since algae are present in aquatic habitat. The gametes may be isogamous. In case of Chlamydomonas. In isogamous, the gametes are similar in morphology and they possess difference in the physiological character. Gametes may be anisogamous, where gametes are dissimilar in case, for example, in case of Chlamydomonas, and if the gametes are oogamous, where fusion occurs between one large non-motile and static female gamete and smaller motile male gamete, then that condition of gamete formation is known as oogamous, and that is seen in case of volvox and fucus. Now coming to economic importance of algae. Algae are useful to man in variety of ways by which they can be economically important for the human beings or to the environment. First is carbon fixation. Algae, being photosynthetic in nature, they helps in the fixation of carbon dioxide and increases the level of dissolved oxygen in the immediate environment. Next, they are also used as primary producers of energy rich compounds, which forms the basis of the food cycles of all aquatic animals. Few species of algae such as Porphyra, Laminaria and Sargassums are marine algae, and these are used as a food in various places. Apart from that, few are also used for commercial purposes, like certain marine algae like brown and red algae are used in large numbers and amounts because it contains hydrocolloids. Example are algin, that is a brown algae, and carrageenan, red algae, are used commercially. Agar is also an important commercial product that are used by the industries during the icing of ice creams and jellies, and these are obtained from agar. The algae is Gelidium and Gracilaria, which produces agar and that are used in the icing of these jellies and ice creams. There are certain algae that are protein rich and are used as food supplements by the space travelers. Example are chlorella and